Yo, yo, yo! What's good, ladies and gentlemen, man? What's going on, man? Hey, man, did you ever notice, man, about all these brands, what they all got in common? I'm talking about Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. You ever thought about it? Alright, one thing they got in common is GMs. Now, if you notice, man, 205 is being separated as a own brand. And you see how Vince McMahon is trying to push this so hard, man. He got what? Alicia Fox on there, Sasha Banks, now Nia Jax, and Enzo Amore. Man, if you ask me, man, he's desperate. Plus, he got Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt doing house shows. I mean, come on, man. He's trying to do anything to boost up the ticket sales. But one thing they need is a leader and someone to make the final decisions. Now, here are my top 5 potential GMs for 205 Live. It's your boy, Suplex City, aka Ooh, here bringing you the bottom line top 5. You feel me? Check me out, man. I know a lot of you guys are gonna hate me. Some of you guys are gonna tweet some things about me. But I'm going to go with Dixie Carter. Now, I'm not going to say she did an amazing job at TNA, but hey, she brung in a lot of things in there. Well, she messed up a lot of things in there that she tried to get her hands involved in. You know what I'm saying? But I think she deserves one more opportunity. Now, right now, hey, will it hurt? No, it wouldn't. And on top of that, you could just test your waters out to see if she still got it and if she could come up with great ideas. Because 205 is already dying already. Alright. You already know who I picked for this one. Holla, holla, player. Hey, man, don't get me wrong, man. Teddy Long is not one of the best, but he's not that bad. Just like I said about Dixie Carter. But I feel like he got just a couple of more inches more than on Dixie Carter, because when he was GM of SmackDown, he made SmackDown worth watching, and we all got to see all of our wrestlers. So for Teddy Long to do tag team matches, it'll be good, but they kind of need something else. And I feel like Teddy has a couple of things up his sleeves that he could twist up 205 and turn that notch up and make it a good show to watch. Next up on my list, I had to go with it. I'm talking about Rob Van Dam. Hey, man, I think this will be great and huge. Now, we already heard that he cannot wrestle for the WWE, but that doesn't mean he can't get his hands on WWE. Now, right now, 205 is desperate for a GM. Like I said before, they're desperate for ticket sales and to do anything. And if you got Rob Van Dam as the GM of 205 Live, just think about the matches he'll create and predict and the segments. I mean, everybody wants to see Mr. Monday Night. Now it's going to be Mr. Tuesday Night. Now, next up, I'm going to have to go with who's that jumping up the sky, R-E-Y. You know what I'm saying? Rey Mysterio. Now, Rey Mysterio will be perfect to the 205 roster. But him being the GM, I think that would put the cherry on top. Like, we all know his cruiserweight history that he had with WCW and with other wrestling promotions. And we all know he still got it. So, I kind of feel like he could be, you know, the way they put Kurt Angle and Shane McMahon in storylines, Rey could do the same thing. He could be the general manager making the final decisions. And if anybody step up out of line, he could just be up there, hit him with that 619. You feel me? And for the last and final and my number one choice, you can't blame me on this one, man. I'm talking about Paul Heyman. Now, we all know he's brilliant at giving promos and helping out other wrestlers find their in themselves and unleash that and give out their best promos, man. And this guy already had history. Well, you already know. I think you heard of it. Talking about ECW. Now, for him to be general manager of 205 Live, I feel like it will hurt Heyman. But I believe in him and I know he'll make it successful. It's not like Paul Heyman needs 205 Live. 205 Live needs Paul Heyman. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he doesn't have to make that much of an appearance, but still, he can make as much as he can. But he could just do the same thing what William Regal does in NXT. You know what I'm saying? Sit back. He doesn't have to say that much, and he doesn't have to get involved. That's one thing I like compared to Raw and SmackDown. Their GMs get too much involved in it. As far as NXT, you barely even see William Regal, and you're like, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's the good thing. And seeing Paul Heyman go in promo segments against Enzo, I think this will be huge. Seeing Paul and Enzo, yeah, this smells like money right here, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So those were my top 5 potential GMs for 205 Live. Now, let me know what you think. If you disagree with me or you agree with me, you know what I'm saying? Drop your 2 cents down below. Also, man, peep out Wrestling Amino, man. They got their own t-shirts, man. I got the link down below. Check it out. And don't forget to always keep it too sweet.